Well, and the changes, one of them was w- a when do you have to take out? So it used to be 70 and a half. Now it's 73 or 75, depending on your age of birth. So they've pushed it back a little bit. Might not be the best. It sounds like, okay, I don't have to draw out till 73 or 75, but they did that. The other big thing is passing it on. So in prior to the law, if I passed a retirement plan onto my beneficiary, let's say my kid, they actually wouldn't have to take it out all in 1 year. In fact, they could have taken it out as a pension over lifetime, taken out an amount every year as long as they live. They pass away, they could pass it on to their next generation. So it was multi-generational creation. That law changed. For most people now, when they receive an inherited IRA, they have to take it out in 10 years. By the end of the 10th year, it's got to all be distributed, every bit of it. And the reason why they did that is because they never intended for these to go on, right, in perpetuity when they set the law up, because they didn't think they were going to be that large.
Yeah.
And so that passing, and the other piece is IRA money, 401k, and so forth. Yes, there probably is some company match there, but that's people's hard earned money. The pension was hard earned, but you never really saw a statement.
Right.
You knew the company would owe you a certain amount when you retired, whereas there's now a balance. So if somebody has a huge tax loss, one third, 35, 40% or more can go to the government on hard-earned money that you worked for and earned and saved and grew.
Yeah. I mean, it almost has a feeling like they were sitting there looking at the budget, trying to figure out how to spend more money. And they said, oh, hey, there's this big chunk of money out there. Let's find a way to tax that.
Absolutely. There's more than $40 trillion in deferred retirement plans yet to be taxed. So Capitol Hill is not caring about 25 years from now. They want to balance today.
Right.
And that's why they encourage Roth conversions, because you take the money out of an IRA and convert it to a Roth. You pay the tax in the year you do that. That they get their tax money. So that 40 trillion is going to be 100 trillion because it's the way people are saving money. Also, depending on what the research you do, that's about 1/3 of the wealth in our country. So people, that's where their wealth is. So we often see somebody that's worked all the years for company, or a husband, wife's worked, 80 to 90% of their wealth, investable wealth, can be in those accounts that have yet to be taxed.
Mm.
So I say that joint account with the IRS. That's what it is. And when you add in other income streams, Social Security is much higher for people. It's not grandma's Social Security anymore. Craig, I was just meeting with a client recently. Their Social Security combined is $109,000 a year.
Wow.
So it's not $800 a month anymore.
Yeah.
So you add all those in, and it becomes a number going, oh my gosh, this is a good problem, but if I'm not careful, a lot of it's going to go to tax.